Good morning and welcome to our Screwtape Letter summaries for letter 11. So this letter that Screwtape writes to Wormwood is all about human laughter and the causes of that. Screwtape breaks it down into 4 major causes, so 4 things that make us laugh as humans. The first one is joy. Joy is laughter. Laughter caused by joy is when happens when friends or lovers are reunited. When we are able to just see people that we haven't seen in a while, there's just this joy that comes and we end up laughing, honestly, for no real reason other than we're just happy to be together. An example would be when people are together during holidays. So I know I've had many Christmases with family and friends, Easter, birthdays, when, everyone's just happy. And so we're laughing maybe not at a joke, but just in the joy of being with one another. Screwtape says it's sometimes expressed in music, and it occurs in heaven. He says, to them, it's a meaningless acceleration in the rhythm of celestial experiences. But to us, right, music is beautiful. It can move our soul. It can bring us closer to God. And obviously in heaven, we'll just be filled with this joy. So this first type of cause for human laughter is not at all helpful for demons. It's very innocent, very pure. God encourages it. It's something that brings us to him. And joy is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. So when we're living a life of the Holy Spirit, we will have joy. The second cause of human laughter is fun. Laughter is caused by fun as a sort of emotional froth arising from the play instinct. So an example would be when you're dancing. So Mr. West, we first started dating, dancing at a country dance hall. And, it's just fun to dance. Even when we dance now that there's just this laughter, this fun that we do, all humans do have this play instinct. And when we're participating in it, it's just fun. We just laugh, This is similar to joy. So fun is not very helpful for demons. It's, again, a very innocent diversion. The only thing they can really use it to is to distract us from doing something else. So if we should be, doing our homework and reading our Screwtape letters, and instead we're going to go and play games and, hang out virtually with friends, the demons can use that. So joy and fun are good for us, very innocent for the most part, and demons are not a fan of that. The third cause for laughter is an actual joke. So a joke proper is when someone makes a joke. Often jokes are spinning on the incongruous. So if we see something that's funny, it's 2 things that maybe shouldn't be together or it looks silly. For words, it's words that fit together in a different way or we see different meanings in it. And so normally when we make jokes, that's what we are pointing out in the world. And they can be silly, right? Something as simple as, why do Danish ships have barcodes on them? So they can Scandinavia. So laughter can be caused by jokes when there's something funny. The joke proper, some of the demons would use indecent or bawdy humor, so joking about inappropriate or sexual things, to tempt their humans. But Screwtape saying is not necessarily helpful because there are 2 classes of people. The first class, indecent humor does not lead them to lust. So they're able to kind of see the joke and make that joke on that incongruous aspect, even if it has to do with something sexual, but they're not led at all into sin. The second one, for the second type, laughter and lust are excited at the same time. So they do kind of talk about sex or joke about sex as a pretext for thinking about it. And when they do joke, it does lead them to lust. Jokes and humor can also be helpful for the demons when humans use it to excuse all of their bad behaviors. It says, if a man simply lets others pay for him, he is mean. If he boasts of it in a jocular manner and twits his fellows with having been scored off, he is no longer mean, but a comical fellow. Mere cowardice is shameful. Cowardice boasted of with humorous exaggerations and grotesque gestures can be passed off as funny. And cruelty is shameful unless the cruel man can represent it as a practical joke. So that English men, especially, he's making the argument, can excuse their behaviors by using jokes and humor while they're leading this bad life, having these vices, they're covering it up with jokes, which can be a helpful thing for them, which aka is a bad thing for us. But the last type, the type that is most helpful to demons, is flippancy. Laughter is caused by flippancy when someone discusses every serious subject as if there is a ridiculous side to it. It says, among flippant people, the joke is always assumed to have been made, right? So for example, if someone's making fun of people with disabilities, right? That they see kind of a ridiculous side to this serious thing, and that they laugh about it, right? And he said this is the worst kind of, well, I guess for us, in terms of like trying to reach heaven and get closer to God, that would be the worst type of laughter is caused by flippancy. It says it's 1,000 miles away from joy. It deadens instead of sharpening the intellect, and it excites no affection between those who practice it. So the problem with flippancy is it doesn't kind of keep what is serious or sacred. It's willing to laugh at everything. So there are 4 things that are caused by laughter according to Screwtape: joy, fun, joke proper, and flippancy. Joy is closest to God, flippancy is farthest from God, and therefore closest to the demons.